What is up? What is up? Hey guys, it's been a while. It's your boy Fraud Envy, and guys, I was in NBA health protocols. That's why you hadn't seen me post videos, but I'm back healthy as ever, so let's get into it. Now, guys, the Chicago Bulls got blown out by the Brooklyn Nets. This game was actually very competitive. The first half, it was very competitive. It was a competitive game. The game went back and forth and back and forth. It was entertaining. Like, I thought we were gonna get it. It gave me a playoff vibe type of game, at least the first half. And then midway through the third quarter, guys, that was embarrassing. I don't know how to describe it. It was like the team just gave up. Like the team was just so outclassed. I don't know what happened that third quarter. Like, the Brooklyn Nets just never looked back, and the Chicago Bulls put out such a horrible effort. It was crazy, and it got me to thinking: is this just a regular season team? Can this team actually go to the playoffs? Will this team get exposed in the playoffs? I'm thinking so. Like, yeah, we have the number one seed. Yeah, our record looks great, but it's looking like more than likely they'll get exposed in the playoffs. A first round exit. Now, as fans, we were looking at the games, first seed, everyone's happy, content. But when you get into the nitty gritty, right, the team as currently constructed, can it actually win it all? Like, we always thought, hey, they have a puncher's chance. Hey, if the Miami Heat, which was a 4 seed, could get to the finals and, win 2 games out of that, maybe the Bulls, they can win it in 7, right? A puncher's chance, maybe, hopeful, right? Nah, guys, we got exposed, and we got exposed bad, right? Now, Lonzo can't do it all. He's the reason why I'm here, right? Lonzo had 9 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. I give Lonzo a C, right? Because Lonzo can give you this type of stat line in his sleep, right? The triple single, what he's known for, right? Lonzo played all NBA defense, and guys, it's getting bad. The Chicago Bulls as a team are not playing the defense that they were playing earlier in the season. I don't know if it's because it's midway through the season, so that the defensive intensity is gone. But guys, Lonzo's doing it all. I'm talking about Lonzo's from point A to point. Lonzo's guarding positions 1 through 5, damn near every possession. Every time the other team has the ball, Lonzo is here, there, trying to cover up missing assignments. And listen, all of that is tiring Lonzo out. Like, I've seen it even in the first quarter. I've seen Lonzo, standing over his knees trying to catch his breath because he was just worn out from just trying to guard positions 1 through 5 on the Nets. Like, and he was doing a great job on KD, as best of a job as you can do on KD or Kyrie Irving, right? But it just wasn't enough. Like, it gets tiring seeing Lonzo be the only one playing defense, right? I don't see how you guys think we can win a playoff series if Lonzo's the only one playing defense. Like, the whole team has to play defense like they were playing earlier in the season, because defense from Lonzo is just not enough. You can't have Alex Caruso and Lonzo be the only ones playing defense. Like, that's not good. But guys, I don't know. Like, this was just a straight up pathetic game by the Bulls. The game was scored tied 71-71, and then the Brooklyn Nets went on a 42-8 run, guys. 42-8 run. When the game was tied at 71-71, the Brooklyn Nets scored 42 points, and the Chicago Bulls only scored 8 points. Embarrassing. And you know what's crazy too? This happened on national TV. Like, just to make insult to injury, national TV. Like, and I always say Lonzo Ball has a national TV curse, right? Where he's, for whatever reason, if the game is on national TV, the team's either gonna lose or Lonzo's gonna put up a triple single. And I was right. But I'm not putting this loss on Lonzo. I'm putting this loss on the team as a whole. And guys, I think the early success has gotten us fooled, right? This ISO ball thing is not going to work in the playoffs. We're going to get exposed real quick. And they try to do that ISO ball thing. And how many times did DeMar DeRozan get the ball taken away from him? How many times did Zach LaVine get the ball taken away from him because they're trying to do the ISO ball thing? Like, it doesn't work, right? I thought we were going to run. This team doesn't run. I thought we were going to play fast. This team doesn't play fast. There's a lot of ball watching. There's a lot of people just standing. They're not cutting to the basket. They're not moving without the ball. It's just, okay, DeMar DeRozan's going to do his mid-range thing. Okay, Zach LaVine's going to dribble, right? And people are just standing around. Lonzo cannot just shoot the ball 6 times, right? Like, Lonzo had 9 points, but he only shot 6 shots the whole game. He played 32 minutes and only shot 6 shots. Lonzo's one of your best shooters on the team. So why is Lonzo only shooting 6 shots? That makes no sense. Absolutely none. Why is he shooting only 6 shots? Like, he's one of your best shooters on the team, right? Him and Zach LaVine are your shooters, right? So 6 shots for the whole game, unacceptable. It's not. They're not finding him. Plays aren't, and I get it. Lonzo's the 4th option on offense. But as your shooter, you need to give the ball to Lonzo. The Bulls are ranked 17th in the league in terms of 3 points attempted, right? They shoot it at a high percentage. I think they're like 7th in the league in terms of percentage, right? Making the shots, but they're 17th in terms of actually shots attempted. That's not enough. Lonzo needs to shoot more. And hey, Lonzo this game, he got to the free throw line, right? Because he drived hard, he got fouled, and he split his free throws. But even with that being said, right, this game wasn't enough. And I feel like this team is going to get exposed in the playoffs. You may see them get out in 5 games. Because, again, the Brooklyn Nets had a chip on their shoulder, right? They seen how the Bulls played, right? Right now, I think they're 2-1. So the Chicago Bulls beat the Brooklyn Nets in the last 2 games they played against each other. So this game, it was a statement game for the Nets. Like, hey, listen, these guys are the 1st seed. They're getting media hype. They beat us 2-0, right? No, we have an extra chip on our shoulder, and we have Kyrie. Right? Like, so, again, right? This game was bad. It's embarrassing to get blown out. It's extra embarrassing to get blown out on national TV, right? And again, the Bulls are on a back-to-back. You know, they play 4 games in 5 days, so the schedule's getting crazy. And they're playing good teams too. They just play the Nets. On Friday, they play the Warriors. And the schedule is just going to get real crazy and real hectic. But this team, man, they seen success with that ISO ball crap, but I don't know. We in the playoffs, it's not going to work. Point blank period, it's not going to work, right? Now, let's get to the rest of the team. Now, Derrick Jones Jr., prayers go out to Derrick Jones Jr. because literally, I'm talking about 15 seconds into the game, he got this crazy knee injury, right? He was on the floor for several seconds. He could barely walk. He couldn't walk by himself. And even when he was walking into the tunnel, into the locker room, he was grimacing. He was grim like he could. So we're hoping for the best, but it does not look good. And Derrick Jones Jr., he's a pivotal rotation piece. I mean, he was starting, right? So far we have 2 to 3 starters out because Alex Caruso starts half the time. Javonte Green starts. Patrick Williams is supposed to be a starter. And now Javonte Green is out. Derrick Jones is out too for however long. So, but then again, I'm not making too many excuses because half the league is dealing with either injuries or players out or whatever the case is, right? So that's not no excuse. And listen, Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, when they start over dribbling and they get swiped, it's so frustrating to watch. Because, yo, listen, let Lonzo orchestrate the offense. He'll give you the ball, so you don't have to do all this dribbling. It's when they do all this dribbling is when they get swiped. They get the ball taken from them. Yo, listen, when I was watching the game, yo, and the effort, it was just so, I'm talking about back to back to back to back, like, possessions where it's like the Nets were simply playing harder. Like they were playing like they actually wanted to win the game. Like, I'm talking about, how do you have back-to-back turnovers? Yo, I'm not exaggerating, guys. There must have been a time in the game where there was like 4 turnovers in a row. I'm talking about as soon as the Bulls dribble it up half court, they get the ball taken away from them. DeMar got swiped 2 or 3 times just in the 3rd quarter. Zach LaVine like 4 times. It was like, yo, guys, what? The effort was just horrendous. Like, literally, yo, for a team to go on a 42-8 run, what were you doing out there? This game was just, man, it was tough to be a Bulls fan just watching this game because it was just horrendous to see. Real horrendous. But again, will they learn from this game? Will they actually incorporate an offense that isn't iso ball heavy? Will they actually run? Will they actually play fast? Highly doubtful. Highly doubtful. From what I've seen, it's highly doubted. But again, it's your boy for all to envy. Guys, they play the Golden State Warriors next game. Do you think we have a chance to beat the Warriors? The Warriors exposed us on national TV last time too. Can we beat the Warriors with the way we're playing right now? anything is possible, but I don't know if this team, with the way they play and the roster, can they beat the Warriors if they were to meet them in the finals? Even this game too, can they beat the Warriors? My money is So the Bulls may not be a first seed for too long, right? But against your boy For All to Envy, let me know in the comments down below. Agree with me, disagree with me. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It's your boy For All to Envy. Guys, I'm out.